It's 5 a.m. on your Tuesday morning, and we begin with breaking news this morning as police and a SWAT team are surrounding an Austintown apartment building.
Yeah, this is what that scene looked like overnight. It's been happening since 10 p.m. I want to take you over here because we now have First News Weekend Morning anchor Brooke Meanahan live at that scene showing us what's happening now. Brooke.
Chelsea, Brandon, police, the sheriff's department, as well as the SWAT unit have been on scene for several hours now, well into from last night, like you mentioned. And as you can see behind me, there's a sheriff's car right there, several of them, several Youngstown police cars, Austintown police cars, and a SWAT unit as well. But the apartment that's in question is actually behind us right here, and they are still swarming that apartment right now. They were originally called here around 10 o'clock last night to the Westchester Square apartments to do a welfare check. Now, when they got here, they were actually confronted by a woman with a gun. And last we spoke with police, she was still in her apartment, and the SWAT unit still does have her apartment surrounded. Now, there are other people who also live in these apartments. It's a big apartment complex, around 20 of them nearby her apartment, and they were told to evacuate.
My wife went to let a friend in, and when she opened the door, she heard a gun cock behind her. So my wife turned around to make sure, no one was behind her, and our neighbor had her door wide open and was cocking her gun back.
Now, we talked to some of the people living here, and they tell us that they were actually pulled through the bottom floor window without any of their things. And just recently, some of them got their keys as well as their shoes and some other belongings from their apartments because they weren't allowed back in. So an officer actually had to go inside their apartments and bring out their things. So this, again, has been going on since 10 o'clock last night when police first arrived on scene here at the Westchester Square apartments. And again, they still have that apartment surrounded. We are trying to gather more details, and I will bring them to you as we learn more information here in Austintown. For now, live in Austintown, Brooke Meanahan, First News This Morning.